For our next speaker, we're very lucky to have with us Mr. Dov Moran. And he's famous for, among other things, the CEO and former CEO and chairman of M Systems. When I go around the world and I talk to people and they say we're from Israel and they say they always know we're high-tech, and I always mention the disc-on key, they all look at me and they all say, wow, that's what comes from Israel. And it's probably, we have a lot of innovation and a lot of inventions, but this is probably, I would say, the most well-known today. Mr. Moran actually received the prestigious technology award from the German Erhard Rhine Foundation for the development of the disc-on key. This award is considered the Nobel Prize of Computing and Technology. And just so you should know, on a sidebar, where Mr. Moran actually donated the money that was granted along with the award to the Technion to continue helping us in this innovative process. So without further ado, and here we are. Thank you very much.
Well, if you go to anybody outside of Israel and say that this key was developed in Israel, and the response is, wow, it's amazing, you could say at the same time that the head of Muli was invented in Israel, and you would say you'll get the same response, because no one knows what a disc key outside than Israel. Yes, the name is USB flash drive. Wonderful. Okay, I was the lucky guy. Yes, that's right. I'll talk a little bit about Brazil business, how to do business in Brazil, in South America. Maybe first about Brazil. Clearly, doing business with Brazil people is amazing because they are the most nicest and friendliest business people existing. Thank you. But it's not easy to do business in Brazil. That's the other side. First of all, if we talk about hardware, you need to understand that in Brazil, Brazilian government wants that Brazilian people will buy products manufactured in Brazil. If you have in your thought to sell something which is hardware in Brazil, go first and find a partner that can manufacture whatever you want to you develop in Brazil and sell it into the Brazilian market. Otherwise, you'll see tax at the levels of 100 to 120%. Am I right? And by the way, maybe the same thing should apply to Israel, but I'm not offering it. It's great for the country. I'm not sure it's great for the people. Brands are very important in Brazil. So if you have great product with no brand, selling it in Brazil is going to be very difficult. They look for low prices. They are buying a lot from China. They are very much price aware. So it's not that, hey, Brazil, the Europe is equal to dollar, is equal to shekels. It doesn't work like that. They are looking for a cost. They are buying smart. If I talk generally about South America is varies a lot. In every country is very different. And by the way, it's not South America. You fly from Brazil to Ecuador or to Peru. It's just a small trip. It's a long trip. Every country is different. Clearly, Venezuela is not Argentina and it's not Brazil. Local person in the place is important. It's not a distributor. You need to have someone that is living in the place, understands the mentality, understands how to distribute, how to advertise, how to promote things. Waze is maybe a great example of doing it without, but in general, you need to understand the culture because it's not the American culture, it's not the European culture, it's the South American or Brazilian culture, and probably you as a Brazilian would say it's Brazilian. Every country is different by itself. And then I would tell maybe last thing about business in Brazil. They are very friendly. They are friendly about Israel in general. They know, the people I met at least, know about Israel. I didn't see any resistance. Yael, if you ask me, then it's not a phenomenon that I saw anywhere in my meetings in South America. But maybe the last comment that I have about selling in South America, if you want to sell, I think that most of the people here want to sell, consider whether South America should be the first market to go to because it's far away, it's difficult, it's different culture, they are smart buyers, they we look for the brands which generally we Israelis don't know how to create brands. Generally, Europe is shorter trip and much more obvious. Clearly, if you already sold to Europe and you sold to US, and I say Europe before US, and to Southeast Asia, clearly don't ignore the South American market. It's a great market, it's a large market, and you have to be there as well. Maybe I'll finish with one story. There is a guy that worked for me at M Systems. He did great in selling USB flash drives worldwide, Shuki. And when my company was acquired by SanDisk, he moved to the US, and now he's running the retail business of SanDisk. And clearly what they are selling now mostly in retail is USB flash drive. So I met him several months ago, and I thought that USB flash drive are already dead. Means who is using USB flash drive when we have those kind of things and emails and whatever and phones. So Shuki said, no, you are wrong. Actually, 2012 numbers, the revenues from USB flash drives were the largest ever. I said, how can it be? He said, it's very simple. They grew in South America. South America got to see that there is such a product, USB flash drive. There is a delay. So the delay is that only in the last years, the USB flash drive, which were huge in the States, huge in Israel and other countries, just get into South America recently and became there a very popular product. So there is some time. But it's a great market as well, and it's such a great market that it succeeded to actually make the sales of USB flash drive the largest ever. Okay, thank you very much and great success.